Maomao is the only anime character who can walk into a palace full of gossip, poison, rich people drama, hidden agendas, suspicious soup, and emotional warfare, and somehow look less stressed than most of us opening our email on a Monday morning. Everybody else in the Apothecary Diaries is reacting like the palace group chat just leaked. Maomao is over there squinting at a cup like, this tea is lying. That is the energy we need, because some of y'all are not tired from working hard. You are tired because your attention is being jumped in the hallway by every rumor, notification, fake emergency, and emotional side quest that knows your name. This is Michael Yearby, your growth strategist, and you're locked in with From Anime to Action, the podcast where we watch the scenes, learn the lessons, and execute. Today, we are using Maomao from the Apothecary Diaries to talk about focus over noise. Not cute focus. Not the kind of focus where somebody lights a candle, buys a planner, and then still gets bullied by TikTok for 3 hours. I'm talking about the kind of focus that turns you from a distracted bystander into the quiet person who sees the whole room before the room sees itself. And while you are building that kind of focus, if you need anime-fused hip-hop that feels like your own training arc, check out Rashad Oliver's music. The link is in the description below. Put it on when you're working, walking, lifting, or just trying not to answer a message you know is about to pull you into foolishness. Now let's talk about Maomao. The genius of Maomao is not that she knows everything, it is that she refuses to let the loudest thing become the truest thing. In the rear palace, everybody is performing. People are smiling while plotting. People are serving tea with tension in it. People are whispering like gossip is a government department. But Maomao does something different. She observes, she tests, she separates what people say from what the evidence says. That is why she can solve poison and politics through observation. She notices what others dismiss. She watches who benefits. She studies symptoms instead of drama. When a dish is poisoned, she does not just scream, cancel the chef, and make a 40-minute apology video with sad piano. She asks better questions. What changed? Who touched it? Who was supposed to receive it? What pattern is hiding under all this noise? That is the lesson. Focus is leverage. Noise makes you emotionally available to everything. Focus makes everything prove it deserves your attention. Here is where this gets personal. I have been guilty of treating urgency like importance. I have refreshed inboxes like they owed me rent. I have let one random comment, one awkward message, one sudden problem, one person's mood, or one loud opinion hijack the entire day. And the worst part is, it feels productive because you are busy, but busy is not the same as effective. Busy can be fear wearing running shoes. Some of you are trying to build a better life while your mind is living inside a palace with no security. Every notification gets in. Every opinion gets a guest room. Every critic gets a throne. Every unresolved conversation gets a microphone. Then you wonder why you cannot focus. You are not broken. Your attention is overbooked. Maomao teaches us that clarity does not come from reacting faster. Clarity comes from observing deeper. That is a different identity. You stop being the person who gets dragged by every emotional current, and you become the person who studies the current before stepping into the water. So here are 5 rules Maomao teaches about focus over noise. Rule 1. Do not chase every sound. In the palace, a rumor can sound like a fact if enough people repeat it with confidence. That is real life too. Somebody says you are falling behind. Somebody else says your dream is too small. Then the internet says your face, your money, your body, your relationship status, your age, and your career timeline are all under review by strangers with ring lights. No, every sound is not a signal. Some sounds are just people bleeding their anxiety into the room. Your move is simple. Before you react, ask, does this require action, awareness, or dismissal? Action means handle it. Awareness means note it. Dismissal means let it die without a funeral. Maomao would not investigate every bird chirping outside the palace. She investigates the symptom that repeats, the detail that does not fit, and the evidence that refuses to be quiet. Rule 2. Watch before you perform. This one hurts because modern life rewards performance. Everybody wants a take. Everybody wants a reaction. Everybody wants you to post your trauma, monetize your confusion, and call it authenticity. Maomao does not perform intelligence. She practices it. She watches who flinches. She watches who avoids a cup. She watches which servant knows too much. She lets the scene expose itself. For professionals, thinkers, leaders, creators, and anybody trying to grow, this is major. Stop rushing to prove you are smart. Observe until the problem gives you its pattern. Your first answer is often your ego trying to get applause. Your better answer usually arrives after silence has done its job. Rule 3. Separate symptoms from causes. Palace poison is rarely just about poison. It can be jealousy, power, fear, class, resentment, loyalty, protection, or somebody trying to survive inside a system built on status games. That is why Maomao is dangerous. She does not stop at the obvious symptom. She asks what created it. In your life, the symptom may be procrastination. The cause may be fear of being judged. The symptom may be scrolling. The cause may be loneliness. The symptom may be anger. The cause may be exhaustion. The symptom may be indecision. The cause may be that you keep asking noisy people to validate a decision they are not qualified to understand. That is a quotable line right there. Stop asking noisy people to bless the life your focus is trying to build. Rule 4. Move when leverage appears. Maomao is not passive. She is patient. That is different. Passive people avoid action. Patient people wait until action will matter. She holds her observation until the right pressure point appears. Then she moves with precision. That is focus. You do not need to answer every accusation. You do not need to explain every boundary. You do not need to fight every rumor. You do not need to attend every argument you were invited to. Sometimes the most powerful move is letting the room keep talking while you collect the one fact that changes everything. Rule 5. Build a focus ritual that protects your mind before the palace opens. The palace is not just a place in the anime. The palace is your phone. The palace is your job. The palace is your family chat. The palace is social media. The palace is that one person who texts you chaos and then says, "I'm just being honest." No, friend, you are being loud with a data plan. Before you enter that world, build a ritual. Write down the one thing that matters today. Name the 3 distractions most likely to steal you. Decide what you will ignore on purpose. Then give your best energy to the move with the most leverage. That is how you stop letting the loudest thing manage your life. And if this lesson is hitting you because you know anime has been teaching you more than entertainment, I wrote the Anime Mindset. Level up your life to navigate life's obstacles confidently and purposefully for that reason. It takes lessons from anime like Death Note, Demon Slayer, Vinland Saga, Code Geass, and more, and turns them into real-world discipline, resilience, leadership, and purpose. The link is in the description below. Now, let's deal with the objections, because somebody is thinking, Michael, I cannot ignore everything. I have responsibilities, people need me, my job is demanding, my family is loud, my bills are loud, my boss is loud, my own mind is loud. I get it. The point is not to become cold. The point is to become selective. Maomao is not emotionless. She cares. She just does not let emotion drive the carriage while logic is locked in the trunk. That is the balance. You can care about people without letting their drama become your operating system. You can be compassionate without becoming available for every crisis. You can be thoughtful without becoming a landfill for everybody else's anxiety. This is especially important in the modern gender war circus. Some people act like every problem is proof that all men are villains. Some people act like every problem is proof that all women are manipulative. Meanwhile, Maomao would look at both groups like, so nobody checked the cup? That is why I love her. She does not worship narratives, she follows evidence. And that is what grown focus looks like. It does not need a tribe to clap for it. It does not need outrage to fuel it. It does not need to turn every issue into a courtroom where half the population is guilty before the facts walk in. Focus asks, what is true, what matters, what is mine to handle, and what is trying to rent space in my mind for free? That question alone can change your week. What is trying to rent space in my mind for free? Because some of you are paying emotional rent for people who would not even help you move. The identity shift is this. You are no longer the person who reacts to every palace whisper. You are the person who notices the pattern. You are no longer the person who mistakes pressure for purpose. You are the person who uses focus as leverage. You are no longer the person waiting for life to get quiet. You are the person who gets clear while life is still loud. So recap this. Do not chase every sound. Watch before you perform. Separate symptoms from causes. Move when leverage appears. Build a focus ritual before the palace opens. That is how Maomao turns chaos into clarity. That is how you turn noise into leverage. And before you leave, take the character discipline score. It is a quick 2-minute assessment that shows which character-based discipline problem is holding you back, whether it is chaos, distraction, impatience, age panic, false urgency, or weak self-image. Stop blaming motivation when the real issue is your pattern. Take the assessment. The link is in the description below. This is the beginning of the series, What This Character Teaches About Discipline. So grab the free booklet, lock in with the lessons, and build the system. Next up, we are stepping into Dr. Stone and asking what Senku teaches about patient progress. Because some of you want the miracle without the method, and Senku is about to hurt your feelings with science. Until then, watch the scenes, learn the lessons, and execute.